All right. Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. It's 8:21 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. All right. This morning, Bitcoin, red day, down 2.22% at 7,296. Real question is, are we going to break up or are we going to break down? Well, Bitcoin's been heading down for a bit, and the market in general is red. Most alts have lost some money, and some have lost an interesting amount. Let's take it from the beginning. All right, Dow Jones Industrial Average on the wrong chart there. On the daily is yesterday was a red candle, and today is starting with green. The MACD is negative, but the histogram's closing in a positive direction. All right, S&P. Not sure why I got all these on the 2 hour. Sorry about that. S&P 500. It's of course continuing an uptrend. It's below the 200 moving average, but the MACD is negative. Yesterday was a red candle. Today it's still early, but it has started with a green one. All right, Russell 2000 index. MACD is positive, might be closing negative. Yesterday was a red day. Today is a green day so far. In general, Dow Jones, SPX, and Russell 2000 are still in an uptrend, but that might be changing, so we shall see. All right. Looking at Tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours, 1.73 billion, not bad. Tether into Ethereum, 653 million, a little low. I'd like to see more. All right. Messari.io, total Bitcoin market cap's 132 billion. The real volume is 296 million. Over the last 24 hours, over the top 10 exchanges. That's under 300 million. I always like to see at least 300 million for a good day, so a little weak in volume. All right, Bitcoin dominance 68.5%. Altcoin market cap 58 billion. All right, longs versus shorts. Added up. Sorry, added up. Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. 60% longs, 39% shorts. Binance, as usual, more shorts than longs. All right, CMA futures. Bitcoin CMA futures on the 1 day. Red candle yesterday, red candle today, still below the 200 moving average. All right, Bitcoin and USD. Here's what I wanted to check out real quickly today on the weekly. This bunch of purple plus signs, that is the 21 weekly EMA. And we can go back quite a ways, and you can see the 21 weekly EMA is a powerful moving average for Bitcoin, I believe. And as you can see, when we are above it, we are good. When we are below it, we are not. So here's the deal right now. Of course, recently, a good number of weeks we were above it, but of course we have gone below it, and we're still finding resistance against that. So really, I think for overall Bitcoin health, to really consider this to be a bullish market again, I think we need to, or a continuing bullish market. Right now in our slight downtrend recently, we definitely need to get above this 21 weekly moving average, and I think that would be a very, very good sign. On a good note, on the weekly, we still are way above the 200 moving average. So I would say possibly we're still bullish, but definitely a bit weak. The whale buy-sell indicator on the daily still says sell. We haven't seen a buy yet. All right, now on the daily again, I wanted to note that we are below the important moving averages. On daily, we're below the 200. We're below the 21 weekly EMA. We are also below the 50 MA. So we are below important moving averages, and on the Super Guppy indicator, well, the Super Guppy indicator, we are all red moving averages. So, I'm a Raven miner, as you can see. So let's look at the daily MACD. It is positive, and that's good. Histogram is closing, and I won't bother. Actually, I will. Let me actually look at the weekly MACD. Weekly MACD is definitely negative. And the daily is positive, but it's still a bit, I would consider, weakly positive. Histogram is closing negative. We are below all important moving averages. So, Bitcoin kind of weak, big time on the longer time frames. Looking at a shorter time frame here, the 2 hour, we are below the 200 moving average. Super Guppy indicator has all red EMAs, and as you can see today, it's been a pretty good downward red candle. The MACD on the 2-hour here is negative. I definitely think the 2-hour MACD does oftentimes show immediate price action in the short term for Bitcoin. It's a very good, I think, sweet spot to measure. We're definitely negative. So today, red day in the market, red day for Bitcoin, not feeling really bullish. Big news. Matic really dumped last night. As you can see, boom, a lot of people have, put a lot of, hopes and prayers into Matic, and they had a lot of money. They were riding this thing up. Well, definitely. Oh my Lord. Here is the poster child for trailing take profits and stop losses. I hope people took some profits because, boom, not looking so good. And it definitely, the Matic dump, and I think some other alt dumps, definitely like Raven here, Ravencoin dumped also. So what caused that? I'm not sure. Matic has definitely been, people have been talking about it. Matic itself says, hey, this is not manipulation. And then CZ over at Binance is saying that, well, we're still trying to figure out why, but maybe a lot of people panicked and sold when it began to go down, but it's not manipulation as far as they know. So we shall see. But the big news is Matic dumped. No one is exactly sure why, but they're claiming that there hasn't been foul play as long as they can tell, or manipulation. Took some other alts with it. So once again, red day. In general, the U.S. market looking all right. Maybe a bounce off the 200 moving average again as it continues up. Might be heading for that downturn. How will that affect Bitcoin? Well, on the short time frame, like here on the 2-hour, it is definitely looking kind of bearish. And on the weekly, it's looking bearish. And on the daily, it's still a sell signal. It's looking bearish. What can I tell you? Even with, I think, a slightly positive MACD, it's just not good enough. The histogram's already closing. A weekly negative MACD tends to really influence the daily MACD. But then again, a positive MACD usually, precedes a positive weekly MACD. Positive daily MACD precedes a positive MACD. So anyway, we're in limbo land. I'm feeling a bit bearish. With that said, this is a tough market. It's hard to make money, but you can. I do. And so check it out. As always, obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak can't stop you, stop losses can't stop you, failure can't stop you, pump and dumps can't stop you, only you can stop you. Keep hammering, you are a badass warrior, keep at this, and I will see you again tomorrow. I have been a member of blockchain education for over 2 years, and it has been a huge factor in my success as a crypto trader. Click on the link in the description, and you will be attached to an amazing fat discount. That will not last forever, that discount. Really, the platform is growing quite quickly, and get the discount while you can, get that locked in. With that said, watch this infomercial, and you will learn a lot about blockchain education. Once you sign up, you can watch hours of video on the blockchain education method. You can sit back, chill, and learn a method that absolutely works. And with that said, it isn't like it's a couple of videos that are years old. No. New videos are constantly being made as the community asks for more knowledge. So new questions there. Jonathan Regan, he's in the chat constantly, along with other amazing traders. And the content, the educational content keeps growing. So recently we had a membership update, but also we have a video on the 200 moving average. He really zoomed in on it. Like, here's some info. He helped us get even better at using the 200 moving average in different time frames, and also the Dirty 30 scanner. I can't tell you about that because, well, sorry, but you got to join. But if you do implement that in TradingView, you're going to be able to zero in on coins that are about to rock, as you can see right here. Now, with that said, you can watch a video. It's linked in the show notes. It's basically become a successful trader, discover the 5 pillars to success. But basically, their education, methodology, discovery, support, and automation. One of the most important things really is support. You need to have a crew to trade with. And so once you become part of the blockchain education family, you've got a 24-hour chat and you are hanging out with people who actually really care about your success. And everybody's chatting and we're comparing charts, and there's always experts in there to really help. But it's not always an expert that can help. You're going to find yourself helping others. You're going to be an expert before you know it. So I hope you sign up. Look, these are some recent calls. These are a couple days old, so I'm not showing anybody anything that just happened. But look at that. These are gains. And if you want it, you could have been auto-entered into these, or you could have entered into them manually. Now, we also have a weekly newsletter that shows all the wins, all the gains. So basically, look at that. Last couple of weeks, we've had these are the average gains. Boom, I don't want to show you too much. This is for members only. But top 10 performers for the week. Boom. These are all calls that everybody was in, well, who chose to be in. Either manually entered or they were auto-entered in the hybrid system. So hey, look, blockchain education, let's make money. Let's build something great together. I hope to see you there. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat.